Manziel, one of the best college quarterbacks ever, but questioned his ability as a pocket passer. Then, of course, there are much publicized questions about Manziel's off-field behavior. So, Drew, what's a bigger threat to Manziel's NFL success, on-field or off-field issues?
I mean, I'd probably say off-field. There's no doubt the guy on the field can play. You see some of the plays that he's made, both from inside and outside the pocket. That was one thing I tried to watch a little bit of this year is, hey, there's no doubt he can get outside the pocket and do some special things, but can he stand inside the pocket and deliver the ball? And I saw him do it quite a bit. Obviously, more attention has gone to his off-the-field stuff, which I've never met Johnny. I don't know him at all. I just know what I've seen, too. Certainly, there's been a lot of attention put on that. You are at a different standard as a quarterback. In the NFL, you are required to do a lot more. You do have a tremendous amount of responsibility. And you do have some time in the offseason where you have to police yourself. So I think it's only a matter of time before you kind of see that. I think everybody needs great mentorship and great coaching around them and a great team around them. Hopefully he's put in that situation. But listen, there's no doubt the guy can play football.
This is a big quarterback draft, as we all know. What advice would you give these young quarterbacks coming out?
The best advice to me, or something that I think I really realized going through that process, was it's not the competitor in you wants to get drafted as high as possible, right? I mean, I want to be the first pick. I want to, and it doesn't matter where I go. Well, I think it's better to go to the right situation, to go to the right place, the right fit, whether it be that offense, that system, that coach, that city, that team, whatever it might be. It's more important that you go to the right place versus how high you get drafted.
Do you feel a special kinship with the 6-foot-ish quarterbacks like Russell Wilson, Johnny Manziel, all the doubters?
I do. I want to see those guys succeed. I want to see Johnny Manziel come in this league and tear it up. and I do.
Why do guys like me still care about a guy being 6'5" when you won a Super Bowl, Russell won a Super Bowl?
Let me add on to what I just said about Johnny Manziel, though. Also come in and handle it as a professional, and do it the right way. And not to want to compare him to somebody else, but like Russell Wilson. Has there been a guy that you've seen come in as a young player that has handled both the on the field and off the field, better than him? Mature beyond his years, true professional, wants to be a great football player. Teammates love him. I mean, just a
Is that more important for the 6-foot-ish quarterback? There's like less of a margin for error?
Well, no, I mean, listen. Fact of the matter is, you got to be able to come in. You got to be able to manage a game. You got to be able to make plays when you're asked to make them. Different guys are asked to do different things according to the system they're in. But at the end of the day, you're going to need to be able to make plays from inside the pocket. And if you can make them outside the pocket, then more power to you. That makes you even more valuable. And obviously, that's something that Johnny Manziel can do.
You are a really good quarterback when you were in San Diego. You're now an elite, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Take us through that transition. How did you get to be one of the best?
I have great people around me. I've had great mentorship from the times that I was in San Diego, coaches, people off the field that have carried over to New Orleans. But, that opportunity in New Orleans, I think that goes beyond just football. I think was a big part of it, being a part of the resurgence of that city and that community. But having Sean Payton, having a guy believe in you when you were at a point in your career where it was kind of hard to believe in yourself, not sure if I'm going to be able to throw like I did before and all those things, and yet he had as much confidence in me as I did in myself, and really allowed me to come in and kind of make that offense, my own, along with him. Listen, we're going to do what you're good at. Tell me what you want in this offense. It's going to be in this offense, and I feel like I've got some good stuff that suits you as well, and we were able to build that together. He gave me a lot of input, which most coaches don't do. Most coaches come in, especially first-time job, and it's like, this is the way we're doing it, my way or the highway. It wasn't that way at all. He allowed us to do that together, and I'll, will forever be grateful for that.
Nation, I'm mesmerized by Drew Brees, but the question was on-field or off-field for Manziel, and off-field is the bigger obstacle. Not necessarily that off-field is an obstacle, but just if you had to pick one, right? Because the on-field, it looks like he can get it done. Next up, Sweet 18, new